Well, hello, everybody. Happy Saturday night, November 1st. I can't remember what day of the week it is. It's Jen. Welcome to my channel, Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds. I got just doing a quick live haul video with all of you tonight. I know it's late. I know we've been watching one of my fellow resellers that I grow to love, of course, with T and my friend Leslie at Black Dog Vintage. So I was waiting for them to kind of off air so I can come on up and talk to all of you guys tonight. So I hope all is well with all of you. And hello, Leonore. I didn't tell you I was going to do this. So thank you for hanging up late with me as always. It's always great to have you here. And if you have to go, I understand too, because I know you've got raised those little ones of yours. So hope you had a great Halloween. Hope you got some really cute photos with everybody. We didn't get anybody here, but it's okay. It's okay. So I'm just going to go over some things for tomorrow's auction. You guys know how I do it. I try to do this in the afternoon. Today I was out finding some wonderful things. And so I'm excited to show all of you what's going on for that. If you're new here, welcome. What we need you to do prior for the sale tomorrow is to register. And to do that, I've pinned my email to the top of the chat, jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. And that way we have all your information for tomorrow's sale. If you're, I know I have it on subscribers only mode right now. For those of you who are allowed to do that, once that is in, I believe it's on 24-hour hold right now. But please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. That way you get notified when I'm going to do things like this, popping up on your screen without any notification. So tonight I'm going to always do the live haul. Sometimes I usually do in the afternoon, but again, tonight I'm doing late night. I was on last week. It's almost 1 a.m. I'd probably not be. I think you guys got the gist of what I was trying to say last week. So tonight we're just going to show some beautiful things. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 2. And don't forget to set your clocks back tonight. So everybody gets an hour of sleep, I think, except for the West Coast people. So hit the thumbs up when you guys come on in. I see 7 of you all are here and 3 thumbs up. So please hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. It's free to do. And please say hello in the chat if you feel comfortable to do so. Otherwise, I welcome everybody just to watch and have a good time. And if you want to have any questions. So how this works is I'm going to show you a preview haul of all these things that would be new pieces that you have not seen before, which will be coming up on tomorrow's live sale. I'm not going to go through everything that's going to be on the sale, but of course that would be kind of redundant. What I'm going to do is give you a bit of the highlights of what's going to be on for tomorrow's sale. And then if you have any questions, you can always send me an email at jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. And that way you can ask me about the item, what the starting bid's going to be. If you cannot physically be here tomorrow for the auction, you can always leave me what we call a high silent bid. What that means is I will give you the information on the item. So let's say hypothetically I'm showing you a necklace that's going to start at $40. If you cannot be here tomorrow for the auction, don't fret. I can take your absentee bid. You just say, Jenny, I wanted you to bid on that item in regular increments, just like I was in the chat, to my bid of 60. And I will literally do that. And like if you were here, and that way I will bid on your behalf. So that's how it works, guys. So I know that whether or not that has been explained to you, but I'm trying to get it all, everybody to have, there's no misunderstandings or how this works. But you don't have to contact my husband or anything during the sale, except unless it's something that's passed and you're interested in something. But that way it makes it easy for you. So if you see something that meets your fancy, you want to know more about it, and basically send me an email, tell me what it is. I'm going to tell you what the starting bid is on it. If you can't be here, say, Jenny, please bid it for me. I'm going to be at church. I'm going out to dinner. I'm going out, whatever it's going to be. You don't have to tell me the reason, but just tell me I can't be there. I will bid for you. Hi, Happy Ducky. How are you? You slammed that thumbs up and screamed. Well, I'm glad you hit the thumbs up and screamed. I hope you're okay. That's why I want you to fall and have an accident. I'm glad you're here. So that way you guys can have equal opportunity to bid on these wonderful things. The only 2 rules of my channel is to have fun and be respectful for one another. Very simple, 2 things to do in life, okay? that's pretty much how I work here. Now, once the item is passed, let's say hypothetically I show something tomorrow at my live sale, it is passed, which means it's not sold. If you send me an email 5 seconds, 10 seconds after that item is passed, up till even later on, it's first come, first serve. My husband, Joe, if most of you know who he is. Hi, Roberta. How are you? Good to see you. Are you staying warm up in Montana right now? It got a little cool down here in Florida. It's getting in the like 50s now down here. It's getting a little chilly. I don't know what it is up by you. But anyway, if it's passed, that way you guys can first come, first serve. So I do have people who don't participate in the chat during live sales for whatever reason. Okay, they're working or they want to be anonymous, whatever. So just keep that in mind that I'm not putting any pressure to buy. Everybody has to buy anything from my channel. But if you do, I try to make things very relatively simple and easy. The things that I'm showing you again tonight are brand new. So they have to come up on the auction block. So that's the rule, is the new pieces come up on the auction block. So everybody has a fair opportunity to bid on them. If it is passed, which means that, again, it's not sold, then it's first come, first serve. So what that means is then you just send me an email. First person send me an email, say, I want to claim that item. Boom, you get it. So that's the risk you take when you don't bid on it. If it gets passed, then I don't know how quickly that item might sell. But if you're seeing some things in the background here, these are all things in the background you're looking at on my set are all things that I have shown before. So if there's something that you want to see or have seen on a lot of these pieces, you can send me an email and say, Jenny, I want to claim, such and such thing back on your set, or can tell me more about it. I will put those aside for you for invoicing come Wednesday, because I only do invoicing one time a week, which will be on Wednesday morning. We combine Sunday show, which will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock, so 2 p.m. Central. I know we have a time change tonight, so please, everybody fall back an hour, except I think people on the West Coast. I think they don't do the time change thing, from my understanding, but or I know in Arizona they don't, for Kirsten's channel. I know she has that thing going on. So, but yeah, so we'll do tomorrow at 2, and then Tuesday we come on at 1 o'clock. So I'm on the West Coast and I do what I want. Okay, happy ducky. Well, you make your own rules how you do the time change. Okay. All right. You're in the 50s today, but it's supposed to drop in the temperature this week. Okay. Have you had snow yet, Roberto? You guys just heard, if you were at Leslie's channel, that I'm going to Detroit come December. So last time I was up in that area, neck of the woods at Christmas time was 2016. That was 9 years ago. And it was cold in Chicago. No snow, but it was cold and windy. So I said, I don't know but I'm looking forward to have fun with Leslie. She's a doll and I love her. It didn't last long. Okay. That's good. All right. Well, let me show you. If you guys got any questions along the way, there's 14 of you all here and 7 thumbs up. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way in. And we show love here at this channel. Very simply. Like I say, I hold up my paperweight. Love. Look at this every day. And we'll have some fun. So again, I try to have something for everybody's budget. If there's something you're looking for specifically, you can always send me an email to jensgemsfinds@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to look at that. If I don't have anything in my inventory at this time, I always have a wish list. I have a running wish list over there on the wall that has everybody's requests and things that they're looking for. So I have that in my mind when I'm out looking for things for all of you. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Good to see you, hon. Yes, it's late night with Jen. I'm not gonna, now tonight, guys, I'm not planning on being on here till 2 in the morning. I know last week we got a little bit crazy, but it's okay, because I wanted to say the things I wanted to say. And I appreciate all the support and love I got from all of you in the emails and comments that were left from last week's video and live haul. It meant the world to me and my husband. So it's those kind of, I guess, positive thoughts and comments that makes us do what we do. So but let's get going. I'm excited to show you with some of the things that will be coming up tomorrow. I did get some more things today. Some of the things that I'm showing you right now are some of those items. I don't have everything out here yet. I'm going to see how far I get tomorrow. I'll get up in the morning. I might get a few more things added to the little inventory here show, but if not, I'll have Monday to get some of those things ready for Tuesday's show. So don't fret, that's why I have you guys come all the time and look at what we got. So, All right. Any other questions before we get on? Any other questions for anybody before I get into this? Just you and me, guys. So Joe's in bed. So this is what I do. I chat, chat, chat. I'm going to have a glass of water. All right. Now they're like, no, Jenny, we want to look at jewelry. All right. That's fine. That's what you're here for. All right. So here we go. This was on my screenshot. I don't even know what to start with this because this is out of this. This is, I'm very casual today, by the way. If you guys ever come to Destin, Florida, this is a really good restaurant to go to. They get a little doggy. Beauchamp's real good seafood, by the way. I'm not giving them a plug, but I do. I guess I just gave them a plug. All right. Hi, Adele. How are you? Good to see you. How are things with you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope all is well with you. All I can say on this necklace is drop dead gorgeous. Never seen anything like it, and hope you guys are understanding what you're looking at. If you don't know what you're looking at, I'm going to explain it to you. This is this is just out of this world. All I can tell you about it, but I have all the specs. So it's on its own little pack. I didn't want anything to happen. It's on its own bubble wrap package, so that's why I wanted to make sure it was all good. This is beautiful sponge coral. These beads, and again, beads. I talk about beads, right? Beads always are more desirable and more expensive. And at the bottom of these double strand of beads, this is, and I'll do a close-up so you guys can see this. This is angel skin coral in natural form. Look how thick this piece of angel skin coral is, and that's the sediment that forms inside these little crevices in the coral. And I'm going to do a close-up here, but look at this. See the white? That's natural color, and then you get this salmon color. So you do have the mixture of the white, and look at all the crevices of the coral. This is look at how thick the coral is, guys. I mean, this is just insane. When I saw this today, I said, I don't care what. I mean, I have to tell you the specs on this after I get done. I mean, when I got it, I didn't care because I knew what I was looking at. The lady didn't know what she had, so I was like, oh yeah, all handmade sterling silver beads. Some have embossment on it. Okay, now let me turn this around so you can see it. Look at the back. Look how big the toggle is. The sterling silver beads. Okay. And I'm going to tell you something now. I talk about weight, right? If you come to my channel a lot, I get necklaces, especially these kind of beautiful statement piece necklaces. It's going to weigh a little bit of weight when you wear it. Okay. When I picked this up, I was not going to think that this, I knew it was going to be heavy, but for coral typically is a more of a lighter weight material. So just to tell you how much weight is here, try 504 grams. Otherwise, if you calculate that to pounds, this weighs over 1.1 pounds. This is like crazy. It's wow. It weighs over a pound, guys. It's like for jewelry. And I don't talk about pounds in jewelry. Typically we talk about, right? You get big lots of jewelry. So it's one of those pieces that is just phenomenal. Let me do a close up on these coral pieces. It's heavy like a divorce. Oh my God. Look at this. The side, look at these sponge coral. These beads, the smaller strand, I couldn't even find a comp on this necklace, guys. Okay, this is just crazy. The smaller beads are approximately 20 millimeters on these. Then this strand here goes up to about 25, almost 26 millimeters. And then I want you to feast your eyes on this coral. Look at this. And that's the sediment. So when it forms in the ocean, of course, you can get the sediment from the sand that goes in the coral. This is the real deal. There's no dyeing here. There's no man-made stuff here. This is the real deal. And look at this. Look how thick this is. There you go. Isn't this just stunning? If you just don't even know what you're looking at, I just think that this necklace is so out of this world. I don't even know what to say about it. It's not going to have an inexpensive price because of the rarity factor of this. Okay. But again, when is the last time you seen sponge coral, any bead? And I talk about that a lot. Big beads, not cylindricals, not slices, not nuggets, beads, right? Look at this thing. It's a pound. It's a pound. So, I mean, it's a beautiful necklace. I don't even know what to say about it except it's stunning. Sterling silver. It's I don't know. I had this is up there like a few weeks ago. You guys remember I had that triple strand branch coral necklace that I've said I've been doing this for almost 30 years. I've never seen a triple strand branch coral Mediterranean red coral necklace. I've never seen anything like this. And so I got this at the same shop where I got the coral from. So apparently she doesn't know much about coral, so it's just fine with me because I'll bring it home every day for you guys to enjoy these things. But if you're interested in this, beautiful, beautiful necklace, and I can't wait for you guys to. Weighs over a pound, 1.1 pounds, 504 grams. Okay, all right. Let me get that back in the little package just so I know. Oh, weighs a ton. Just want to put that back in my little baggie. All right, let me get that in there. So how's everybody doing? You all having a good weekend? All right, let's put my little tip binder on there. But like I was saying, again, I don't want to feel like a broken record on my channel too, but coral, anything from the sea is becoming harder and harder to find. So those kind of pieces are treasure for a lot of things, for a lot of reasons. If you don't have, if that might something resonate with you and there's something that you love, please let me know. And with that being said, let me show you the next wonderful, beautiful thing. Now, this necklace is modern, but I've paired it up with this beautiful Native American from a famous designer that some of you may know. Let me kind of zoom in here a little bit. This is a signed chimney butte cross, spiny oyster. Very heavy, very large. It's 3 5/8 inches long with the bail. Beautiful chimney. There's a Navajo artist, Chimney Butte. And most of you have seen most of his work. This is a little bit more on the more, I'd say he does more in, he does do a lot of cross motifs on rings, multiple ones with turquoise and ball beaded designs in his pieces. This is a little more traditional. If there's such a thing with him, his design work be more traditional, but also classy. Look how thick the spiny oyster is in that bezel. I had put it on this. Now, these are not Navajo beads. This is more of just a simple beaded sterling. These are sterling silver beads. On the necklace, if anybody's interested with the necklace is on 21 1/2 inches long. But I thought it looked really, really nice with the cross. And I'll flip it around for you. The necklace is strung on chain. And then there is his signature. It says Chimney Butte. Okay. So if you're not familiar with this designer, please look up his work because I did not find actually a comp with spiny oyster. I did find a comp with something with I think it was a turquoise or if it was a green turquoise, but spiny oyster is getting a little bit more difficult to find, and I just think it's really, really beautiful. Hi, T. How are you? Good to see you, love. Yes, I'm on here late, coming on to do my haul. I was out sourcing today. Isn't this gorgeous, though? Look at that matrix. Let's see if I can give you guys a heads up on that. Look at that. Spiny oyster. So Okay, that's Chimney Butte. It is here. This weighs with about 82.4 grams with the necklace. So let me know if you're interested in that. All right, moving on. I did get some costume this week, so everybody don't fret. Really nice costume pieces. So I will say, if you love costume and bling, I've got you covered this week. How you been, T? You doing okay? This is a German brooch, really beautiful brooch. It's like a swirl cabochon glass. Look at how it's set. Little crown prongs there. This is so gorgeous. If you love blue, got it all covered. Then you have the little enameled flowers with the rhinestones in it. There's the back. Beautiful, beautiful brooch. Beautiful condition. That's the reflection of my ring light guide, just so you guys know. Isn't that beautiful? So this will be here tomorrow. Trying to hide that little bit of a mark for you, but it's not part of it. Just there you go. It's just my ring light. So that will be here. Okay. Got some kind of unusual and rare things that you guys come to my channel for. And this is probably one of another rare piece. Let me get this hooked together. This is vintage, old. Oops, there goes a little sticker. You love that blue in the middle, T? Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. Venetian glass floral necklace. Got the little fuzzy. Okay, let's see what we got here. So this is 17.25 inches long. This is very rare. The reason being is that because of the detail, all these are glass. Everything you're looking at is glass here, all blown glass, all assembled with wires, from the petals to the, look at the colors of them. Look at this. They're all three-dimensional. Okay. And then I look at the beads, the Venetian glass here. So I can get that close. There you go. Look at that. Copper inside the beads there. Glass separator beads, and it comes back. Sorry about my bust, but I've been using it a lot. A little barrel clasp. This is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And over a course of time, these get broken, chipped. This is in perfect condition, which says a lot. Isn't this gorgeous? Sometimes necklaces don't have to be, that is the, how should I say it? That just the piece of jewelry speaks in volumes. So if you just wore this with a simple, quite frankly, if you wore this with a we can wear it with anything, but needless to say, if you wore just the simple white shirt, white blouse, this just speaks elegant to everybody that you run into. So that's what I love about things like this. You don't have to go overwhelming with everything, because the jewelry speaks volumes of what kind of taste you have, because you're just not going to find pieces like that. And it rolls with you. I mean, look at this. It's movable. It's not stiff. So isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so, and these are rare. Like I said, if you look them up now, there's copies. This is the more the vintage version. There have been updates. So if you look online at this type of necklace, you will find sometimes the beads will not be the Venetian beads. You will find them with just simple pink glass beads. So there have been reproductions of this necklace. This is the true vintage one, because you'll see the ones with the Venetian glass beads. This is old. So keep that in mind when you're guys looking at prices, because even if you could find it, that's, first of all, it's all about condition, and make sure you're looking at the older ones too. Because look, you see all those hand blown glass. See how it's not symmetrical? You know, it's all hand blown. That's the true test and also looking at Venetian glass. See? So, all right. Let me put that back in the box. Very delicate. I have it in a box. All right. All right. What else I have for you guys? Okay. I'm gonna show you another set. Did I miss anybody? You guys let me know if I miss anybody. This is gonna be an brooch and earring set. Made in Austria. Hi T, hi sis, how are you? Great show today, honey. I'm just showing my live haul. I seem to be doing this, seems to be the time to do it. I want to interrupt anybody next with their shows. So I'm just showing a little highlight. We'll be on tomorrow. Look at this. Look at this glass. Isn't that? It's like you're looking out from space. These are clip. And then here is the brooch. And it's signed. Made in Austria. It is just stunning. I love blue is one of my favorite colors, but for me, you could wear this. It has, look at that. It has all the foil glass that you could wear with different colors, but mostly blue and greens. But to me, this is just stunning. And when you have ensemble sets, I'm all about that. I saw that. I said, that is going home with Jenny. Somebody's going to love that. I know one of my viewers will love that. So. And of course, Leonore, I know that you're here. If she's still here, poor thing. If anybody, if you like to share your channel, please do so. I know my sis just had, I call her my sis, Miss T. Well, also T at Nana's has a channel. I have to make sure that she's in blue. She can share her channel. But T's Jewelry is, she just had her show tonight, and really good friend of mine. All you guys are really good friends of mine, though. That's what I love about all of you guys. We're so supportive. These are Weiss. Look at these. Sign Weiss on the back. Beautiful condition. Clips. Beautiful earrings. Okay. Let me show you some other stuff. Hold on. Well, since I'm on the clip, I'll just go down through my clips and see what you have. This is now some of these, designers from costume, eras gone by, I should say, they get a bad rap. This is Judy Lee. Now, some of Judy Lee's pieces can be a little bit more, I don't know, just kind of basic. But I also found a lot of her Judy Lee pieces also can be very unique. And I love this one because look at the colors of these rhinestones. You got multicolored going through these rhinestones. The blues, the purples, the pinks. And then you have this one kind of coming up with a little carved leaf at the top. That's how they come out because this is the top of the earring. Aren't these stunning? I mean, look at the layers, of course, and then her earrings or her jewelry is done mostly with rivets, and I'll show you the back. It is signed. I'll turn mark on the back of the clip. Look how this is done. So if anybody, I know you guys are very smart people. I never claim that none of you are never, always say that each of you have something to give the world and any attributes that you have. But what I'm trying to say is, if anybody comes around and say, do they ever make jewelry like the way they used to? All you have to do is take a piece of costume jewelry and look at all the dimension. All those pieces are hand assembled together. There's nothing going through casting. No, there's no easy way of saying it except more time was given to the jewelry. And when you look at things like this, it just amazes you that say how much time it took somebody to actually put these together, because there was not. This is signed Judy Lee. So yeah, I mean, we all talk about Juliana and Ace Austria, but again, I look at each piece of jewelry like they're trying to tell you a story. That's how I kind of look at it. Some stories you guys have seen over and over again, and some pieces of jewelry are saying, "Come look at me. I've got something to tell you." And so when I saw these, I said, "You know what is that?" And I thought, "Well, these are unique." And then I flipped it over. I said, "It's Judy Lee." Really? I said, "Wow, Judy Lee, you marked it out of the park that day." Maybe not some of the ones I've seen before from Judy Lee, but that's okay. I like that because it makes me think that you have to pick up each piece of jewelry and look at it and see what's going on. So I love those earrings. I just thought they were really unique and unusual. And so, anyway, I'm just giving you a heads up on my thinking. All right, let's see what else we got. Did I miss anybody? Okay. If I miss anybody, let me know. All right, now we're going to move on to something totally different. I don't know if I can get this on the back here. This is a modernist fish necklace. Never saw anything like it, but that's why I kind of pick up the things I do. Let's see, hook this back here. Let me show you actually, let me show you before I put this down. Let me show you the clasp. Got a hook clasp. It is signed here in the back, and it has the initials AR on it. I don't know who AR is. Look at the fish. You're a Pisces. I got the modernist fish necklace, and I love the hammered detail on here. As far as the metal's concerned, I think this is pewter is what I think this is. It's soft. So it's not sterling silver, but it's really, really cool. It's long. Let me show you the whole. It's 28 inches long to here. And then you have another 3.5 inches down here in the fish. I just thought it was really cool. And I have, last time I brought, it wasn't in a pewter, but it was, I think it was brass or something. And it was like modernist pendant. Everybody went goo goo gaga over this kind of thing. So I said, okay, I like the fish. Fish will stay. Oh, you like that, Happy Ducky? Okay, cool. So you like the modernist. Okay. It weighs 51.23 grams. I just thought it was cool. All right. Moving on. Let's see what else I can rock your socks off with. I did get a running bear. Now, if you didn't want the large piece of necklace at the beginning, this is a running bear sponge coral, running bear style. I put this on a wire. See if I can zoom in a little bit here for you to see that. Isn't that beautiful? That sponge coral as well. This is signed running bear. Get that back in there. This is RB with a little bear 925 on the back there. Just beautiful. Modernist and easy. So, and I have it on a wire. You guys know how I do it. I present it on a nice that I would be something that I think would look really, really nice together with the piece. But if you don't need the wire, I can always separate the price based on what your needs are. It usually comes first person in the chat. I will give you the price on the piece together. If you don't need the wire, I'll break up the price just so you guys understand. So beautiful, but like you can put a pretty hefty torque if you wanted through that. So hi Denise, how are you? Hi Sandra, how are you? Yes, you're doing late night haul with Jen for my show tomorrow. Wait till the last minute. How y'all doing? So am I right then? You guys on the West Coast don't have to change your clocks back? Is that how this works? I don't know. I don't know how this all works. Okay. Abalone. Miss Annie, if Annie O Vintage watches this, you asked me for my abalone last week. So again, if I know she's not here right now, but if she watches this, this is the brooch I was talking about. I had to get it cleaned up a little bit. Look at this abalone. This is out of this world. Let's see if I can get this on here. Beautiful. Sterling silver, of course. What's nice about this, it's a brooch as well as a pendant. So I guess I have it this way horizontally, but you also can wear it as a pendant this way. I like that. You have choices, you have options, right? So beautiful, beautiful abalone. Again, these are things that are going to be harder to find because they're not harvesting this material anymore. So please understand that when you guys look at anything that comes out of the ocean. I'll just put it to you that way, because it's not the days of finding these pieces are getting harder to find, so you have to find vintage things. So let's keep that in mind. All right. I also have you can go back and so you guys do have the time change. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. This is this is Relios by Carolyn Pollock. Now this is an enhancer. Some of you guys have been asking me for enhancers, and I have it on an Omega, paired up with an Omega. What that means is, what's an enhancer? I think you guys pretty much understand that, but if you don't, I'm going to show you what that means. It means it clips down like this. Open it up. This comes off. You can put this on pearls. You can put this on beads. Beautiful Sleeping Beauty turquoise here. There's the mark right inside. Right there. Over here are the little moon. And beautiful Sleeping Beauty turquoise. That's the color, and that's what has been verified from the company. So I think it's gorgeous. I love that. Now some of these pieces you guys will kind of look at. Now this is more a modern piece, but I left the patina on it. I think it gives a little bit of old and new, because of course the brightness of the turquoise is making it brighter. So I kind of just left the patina the way it is. I think you could polish it more, but I didn't want to do much with it because I liked it the way it is. But I mean, it's a nice size enhancer. Okay. So that will be available. All right. I got to talk faster, not, well, just show and go, right? All right. All right, sis. You asked for brooches, right? Or all my brooches. All here is this. Look at this. I showed this to Leslie. What are your thoughts on this one? It's gorgeous what it is, for sure. Look at this. I'll show you the back. This thing is like, look how large and in charge this is. Can you imagine going to a holiday party wearing this on your lapel, or even in your hair, or on a hat, on a beret? You can even put it off to the side like this. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfectly up and down, but look at that. And now, same time I got this, it's not a set, but I did purchase these. Now, let me show you. So I have these earrings that could go with these. There's the backs of those. So I thought they looked really good together. So that will be available. There's more. Just hang in there. I got more. All right, now this next one is a set. Now, I just showed you kind of more of the bling. This is still pretty too. I bought this set because of a lot of people in my world that I'm used to is gemstone. In the beryl family, there's a gemstone that most of you may know about. If not, it's called morganite. And morganite has a very like a peachy pink color to it. And this is costume. This is not morganite, but I bought this set because I thought it was very romantic styled. And if you notice one thing, look at how the faceting are on top of the rhinestones. Unusual. I thought that was very unusual. I don't know. And then it has the AB accents to give it a little bit of flair. These are, actually, they go up this way. When I put them on my cards, I forget which way they're going. Sorry about that. They go like this. My fault. And I just thought these are really, really cool. So, I mean, wearing this maybe with white or even cream, it's just really pretty. Gives a look. I just love that. I don't know. There's something about it. I liked it. Put that back in there. You like the peach? Kind of a hard color to find, believe it or not. Peach. All right. Moving on. Let me show you something else. $8.35 silver filigree bracelet. Look at that. This is 7.5 inches long. And this is $8.35 silver. Beautiful floral, all hand done. When I look at pieces like this, all I can think about if I was trying to sit down at a bench, and this is what I use a lot in my show and talk about this a lot. If I had to sit down and create something like this, how much patience would you have to do to make something like this? And how long would it take you? That's what I kind of think about. Because I said that would give me a headache if I could try to get through half a panel, probably with half an hour, right? So if you're trying to make multiple panels of the bracelet like this, that's insane. I mean, but that's what they love, you know. This is from European made. $8.35 silver, comes from Europe. I think it's gorgeous. All right. What else can I show? I have a very old sterling silver. This is also $8.35 silver. So this is circa probably 1900, 1910. This actually has what they call a trombone clasp. If you ever heard of that term before, trombone clasp. And I'll show you what that means here. Filigree as well. So you like that bracelet. Now this one, I cleaned up a little bit, but I left most of the patina because I cleaned up the stamen of the flower. That's the term they use in the middle of the flowers, stamen or stamen. If I can get that focus for you. Hold on a minute. And then I kind of left the filigree with the patina. There we go. So I kind of left a little old and new just to give it a little, because this thing was black. I mean, when I got this was black. So I said, well, if I'm going to try to shine it up just to get a little detail, I'm willing to kind of give, that will bring your eyes to the stamen of the flower and kind of bring you into the whole brooch. It's 3-dimensional. So I was going to cup like that. And then on the back has the trombone clasp, which I'll show you how this works. So basically this opens like this. All right. And then you pull this trombone part back and it goes in. You can do that. And then you push it forward to hold it in. And get it in there. And hold it in. So push it out, push it back in. Okay. So that is really cool. And this, it could be West German. It could be. It could be. Sandra, it could be right. You could be right there. All right. What else am I going to show you? Rack your socks off. I don't know. I got these along the way. It's a costume, like I said. What do you think, sis? Elongated navettes. Possibly, Juliana? I'll take one off to show you. These are closed back, though. Put them back on the card here. I thought this was really pretty for fall since we're into, actually goes this way. Sorry. And since we're going to fall, and I really liked, I don't know, there's something about citrine and AB and that I like together. Kind of like them in a surprise sometimes, things that you don't are expecting to see. All right, what else we got? I did get a Matisse piece. So all of you guys love copper. I do have copper from last week too. This might still be here with your name on it if you're interested. This is signed Matisse. Okay. And then the brooch is, let's see, up and down like this. So you can, this is how it would be. And then enamel. So you have the black enamel with the glaze, and you have the copper swirled branch. Really pretty. And that's not a flaw in the glaze. It's actually that little mark there is underneath it. So there's nothing chipped there. That's the way it came out of the kiln. That's the back. Signed Matisse. All right. Well, pretty much almost done. I think. Let me see what else I got. They wipe your socks off. Let's see. Oh, I did pick up a Taxco cuff today. Sterling silver Taxco, sign right there at the bottom. Kind of a flat woven rope design. Isn't that pretty? This is for 7 to 7¼ inch wrist. And what else do I have in it? It's hiding. Oh, okay. Let me show you 2 more things, and then I'm going to call it for the night. I did pick up some gold. So all the people have been asking me, Jenny, find me some gold. Well, you guys know how much the price of gold is, right? But if you're looking for something unusual, and this particular piece here, this is old, very old. Art Deco, a synthetic ruby. Yes, it's a synthetic ruby. I tested it. So it's not glass, it's not a simulant, and actually is synthetic ruby. If you notice the top of the ring, this is 14 karat white gold on top of 14 karat yellow gold. This is a very old ring, probably from I'm going to guess the late 20s, early 30s. Look at very Art Deco. Look at what's going on here. Okay. Look at the side of the ring. This is a size 8¼ It is 14 karat. It is stamped on the inside and also has the person's initials that originally owned this ring, which I can make out. Actually, it was a gift to somebody. It said M, letter M, to EH. So not sure what that means, but that is inscribed in very old characters on the inside of the ring. So if you like history, here's a 14 karat stamp. The other side has this initials on there, right there on the inside, M to the H. So if you like history and you like things like this, now why has this probably lasted this long? Look at the stone. You guys see the reflection of the stone? Ruby is the second hardest substance to diamond. So it's probably lasted over 100 years because of this, what it is. If this was glass, this thing would be chipped to no end. Because it's ruby, it's very hard, resistance to scratching. Okay, that's why it looks like this. I think it's a phenomenal ring. It weighs 6.2 grams. And I think it could be a unisex ring. A lady or a man can wear it. So if you love red, it glows. Oh, I don't have my glower in here, but it does glow. I left it in the other room. It does glow. Okay. The other piece, and which I'm going to end on tonight, which is, quite frankly, a stunning piece. Now we're moving up a notch. This is 18 karat yellow gold. and aquamarine. This chain is 17.5 inches long. And I might put this on white. Let me pull my white bus because you're probably going to see it better. This one a bit better. Let's see. Now you guys can see the blue, maybe a little bit better. Might see it too bright, but we'll try that, see how that works. But yes, look at this chain. All 18 karat gold. And down here is the most beautiful, beautiful aquamarine emerald cut. It's approximately a little over 2 carats on this aquamarine, and beautifully set in 18 karat gold as well. So the chain has a spring ring clasp, and they call this a foxtail chain. So isn't that gorgeous? If you are a March baby, this is your birthstone. When's the last time you actually seen an aquamarine? I'll put this on my hand so you can see it maybe with the white, but an emerald cut is very desired because aquamarine grows in these big, long crystals. So they're very, I guess, from a cutter standpoint, they are typically cut a lot of times in ovals or elongated emerald cuts. And but you have to have very clean material in order to show that, because think of it like a beveled mirror. If you have included material, you'll see every single little inclusion in that material. So if you don't have that, that's why they usually do emerald cut. And this is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And it will be here. I try to keep my prices relatively fair on something like this. If you guys have been to my show before, I want it to go to a good home, and all I ask in return, if somebody does purchase this or any of my items, is that you guys just share where you got that piece of jewelry from. And that goes for all the resellers here on YouTube. I think that that's something that we all are trying to share our passion and share our knowledge with all of you. And you know, for me at my channel, I'll just talk about myself. Everybody can speak at their own channel, what they do or what they think. But for me, I appreciate your time. I appreciate all of you guys being at my chats. You don't have to buy a thing for me, but I hopefully maybe, you know, I try to have something for everybody's budget. And sometimes I don't want anybody to get scared to say, hey, you know what? I don't feel welcome there because she doesn't have anything for me, because I don't have anything in that budget. No, I'm trying to have something for everybody. So when you're shopping for everybody, and for our clients and our, I call you my jewelry family, always know that there's something that I try to have for everybody's budget. These kind of things that I bring up, sometimes I just come across when I'm doing deals with some of my local vendors that I deal with. And they say, with any of your customers like one of this, so I kind of bring out a piece of gold, or if I get a good deal on something, I'll bring it to you. So you like any pieces like that? See, okay, well, see, now I know. See, now I'll put that on my list. I think you've told me that before. I've always been asking my contacts for chains and earrings and things like that. So you guys are thinking about it. It's just what's been going on. I do know sometimes you guys have been hearing about everybody turning in all their silver and gold for scrap. A lot of these refiners aren't taking any donations, or not take donations, but they're not taking anything from if you go to your person to trade in your stuff right now, they're not taking any more pieces from the dealer, from the actual shop. So sometimes they're putting like a hold till they got to play catch up, because there's so much demand. Everybody started to do the same thing at the same time by turning in all their jewelry and all their scrap. So the refiners had to play catch up for a little bit. So I know that sometimes it was, I guess, good for us that if we contacted our dealers to buy from them what they had, we can get really good deals, because what they didn't have to turn around is then wait to turn those things into the refiners, get things scrapped. So, so anyway, and some things like that turn around. So I had an opportunity to buy those wonderful pieces. Can you imagine that antique ring being sent to the scrapper? That just makes my heart just like, oh, I hate that. Yeah. So I don't know if it's going to crash. I mean, it went down. It goes up and down, you know, 10, 20 bucks a day, less it has been last couple of days. I think it was doing that. But, you know, things will things will happen for a reason. You can't think about in the future. You can only live in the present. That's how I think about it. At least what I try to do, so not to worry about some more things. So, but anyway, that's what's gonna have. So I'll have more things. You guys see in the basket. There's more here, but I don't want to be on here too long. Been on here almost an hour. So, hi Gina, how are you? Good to see you. I didn't see you come in. I'm by myself, so I'm trying to keep up. And I hope you're all doing well. Please, and Gina, I'm just going to give some people some love here, if you guys don't mind. Most of you guys know all these people, but Gina has had her little live sale last night, and Gina also is going to be. Apparently, she's going to be crocheting for a while because she just she was making some. She's going to be making hats for everybody. So she also finds wonderful glassware in her local area. I think she lives in Indiana, and she's a wonderful lady. You got to check her out. And she has what I call Gina isms. Gina has she will tell it like it is. If you want to know anything how Gina thinks, she'll tell it like it is in her own little way of language. I love it. That's it. So and then of course my sis T's jewelry. She was on today, and when I call her my sis, she also has red hair. Mine needs to be colored a little bit though, guys. I mean, it's a little bit. This is the scrunch look, by the way. This is what you get with Jen. So tomorrow I'll be all nice dressed up. Tomorrow I'll be like, ugh. And then I'm going to take some water. So yes, check out my sis T. She's always running around doing something, and her and her husband Lee. That's right. My husband Joe, if you're not familiar with my channel, most of you are, but my husband Joe helps me when we do our lives, just like Lee helps T. So it's Joe and Jen and T and Lee. That's how it's like for salt and pepper shakers or something like that. One means like the other. So you're harmless until you're provoked. Oh, okay. But don't mess with you, Gina. I can tell you that. And then T at Nana's. Well, how can you ask for better lady just than T at Nana's? She's just a wonderful lady, and she's always positive thinking and just love to give to everybody. And Leonore reacts. Of course, Leonore, share your channel as well. She's my mod. She kind of comes in and helps me during the show when I can't keep up, and helps my husband Joe as well, sharing channels. And she just shares positivity and the word. Religious word with everybody, and I think that's important. I think sometimes you just need a little bit of positivity and a direction in life, and I think that's really, really good. I know that sometimes we get stuck in the little bubble of life, and we just don't sometimes can't burst the bubble, and you need to move on, right? And so I love to have Leonore in my life. She's a good, wonderful lady, and all of you guys in here are wonderful for support. So and Happy Ducky, how can we forget you? But anyway, if you guys got any questions, otherwise I'm going to hit the sack. I'm going to get up tomorrow morning. And I do have, just let you guys know, I do have check. Now, sis, were you around to show you this check collection I have? Hold on a minute. I haven't even shown this stuff yet. Maybe I did. Hold on. Let me show you. I got things on this table over here. So if anybody's looking for tried and true check pieces, let me show what I mean by that. Made in Czechoslovakia. I'm going to put my camera down here. I'm going to give you real quick. These are still available. Clip earrings. So I'm trying not to make things don't fall down. And these have the yellow. Sorry, be careful with this. Have the yellow, light yellow marquise at the top, and then the beautiful stones here. Okay, so that you think that. So I'm just starting there. Then look at this one. This is a clamper. Signed David Hussar. Sorry, I'm trying to get. There you go. David Hussar. There's the back. You guys see how it's done. Look at the condition. The condition is phenomenal on these pieces I'm showing you. Look at this. You've got kind of like the multicolored elongated pairs there. I love the blue and the purple together here. Look at this cabochon. And it's a clamper bracelet. Absolutely stunning. Okay. That's number 2. I'm showing this with a sweatshirt. I feel like I should be taking stuff off. This is my favorite. I had to pick one off the tray. This is my favorite. Look at this. This is also signed David Hussar. The Rivolis and cabochons. Look at that. Here's the back. Signed David Hussar. It's got a little fuzzy on it. Okay. It gets better. Everybody just hold on to their seats. Hi, Lady A. How are you? Good to see you. Another clamper. I mean, look at this. It's like it's like they've just been set in time. Like it came just from the factory. Look at this. If I can get that. Sorry, I know this probably doesn't look great with my peach. Salsa sign, Hussar. Okay. Now, earrings, these are more modern, but because I had the watermelon, if anybody's looking for beautiful, these are more modern. I kind of put them on the tray with them. Rivolis with the rhinestone bezels. These are clip. These aren't as old as the check, but they look really good with the Rivolis. That's why I have it on here. All right. Then we have these. AB red with the opaque red at the bottom. I don't think, are these signed? I don't think these are signed. I'll have to look on that one. I don't think these were signed. I left my notes over there. And then look at this. Now this is signed KUTZ-CZ. What that means, it's the last name of Kutz, KUTZ. Let me do it this way so you guys aren't seeing this. Let's do it this way. I want to give them justice. Look at this. And on the back, there's the back. Oh, I have it upside down. KUTZ-Z for Czechoslovakia. Look at this thing. Bracelet. The condition is everything on these. And I was lucky enough to get this collection, and you think that wasn't. This is the piece I'm ending on tonight, which I think is perfect because you guys know how much I love to share the love. I still have to probably clean this up a little bit before I actually bring it up. Maybe I'll do this in the morning. But look at this. Also, David Hussar. Look at this. So I have yet to clean this. I'm going to do it probably in the morning. I was going to do this afternoon, but then I went out and sourced a little bit. But this is absolutely stunning. When's the last time you saw, if you can catch this, what's going on here? There is clear rhinestone and pearls. We're talking pearls in Czech. It does not happen. That's like cameo glass. If you ever get cameo glass in Czech, you don't get pearls. When is the last time you've seen a piece with pearls in it? And then look at this beautiful, lovely heart. Can you imagine wearing this? Holidays, everybody loves, you want to show love to somebody? And then the pearls go actually up in the necklace. And it comes back here to the little clasp. Hold on. I have to look. So you can wear different lengths depending on what your neckline is. But isn't that gorgeous? I mean, look at that. I'm hardly even turning it and the thing is going like, whoa. And imagine I'm going to clean this up. I briefly showed this last week, but I never got to clean it. So I'm going to do that tomorrow morning before I bring this to air. But this is very rare. And for all of you guys know about Czech glass, let me show you the signature. Look, Husardi. And that's normally how it's all done, guys. So they say, well, why does it look so dirty? That's all the solder marks. All this is done with they call pot metal soldering. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's telling you it's authentic. You know? I mean, look at that. So anyway, so those are my pieces of check right now. So if you're looking for check pieces, these are here. What I love about this collection is that not one of them, I love them all. I mean, there's colors. I love these vibrant colors. The colors to me just speak volumes about what's going on here. I mean, watermelons to reds to blues to, you know, it doesn't get better than that, especially this kind of age on these type of pieces of jewelry. So you can send me an email if you're interested. I'll bring these up to auction. I have done these, actually have shown, the only one I've not done up to auction is this necklace, because again, I have to do a little bit of cleaning on it, but these are phenomenal pieces. So they are here for the holidays. I think you could wear these, it doesn't have to be just for the holidays, but when I saw this one in particular with the pearls and rhinestone alternating sections like that, or I should say setting areas, that is just something you just don't see. So I'm going to put that down here just safely. There you go. And hi, Martha. How are you? Did I miss anybody? What's going on here? Let me just make sure. Is this heart for tomorrow? Martha, it could be. I'm going to get it cleaned up in the morning. I haven't, yes, and now that you've seen it, but I just showed all this. You saw all this, right, Martha? Look at all that. This was on my show last couple weeks ago, I think, or last couple of times I've shown it. The heart is new. Yes, so I have yet. I will try to get that cleaned up in the morning. I'll get up early, and that will be my task for tomorrow. So it's giving you Alice in Wonderland vibes. You guys are funny. You guys are so funny. So it is all here. Yeah, when I saw this, I was blown away. You just don't find pieces like that. You just don't. I mean, and if you do, you got stones that are missing. The color isn't vibrant. It's damaged. One dark stone ruins the whole piece or something like that. I hope that room behind is a James Bond bookcase full swell. Sandra, you're so funny. But for those of you who don't know what's on my bed, now let me kind of go over a couple things. So first of all, I want to thank you guys for coming on in. And so this is a good glimpse of the new pieces that I'll have for tomorrow. I didn't show everything, but majority of the things that I'll have for tomorrow. The things behind me, if you're seeing something, or if you watch my previous videos or any of my live sales, either a haul, I've done a scan of my inventory sometimes. I haven't done one this week. But if you look at something back here that catches your eye, look at one thing here. Now this, I did not show. Let me show this real quick. I forgot to do this. I took all of my gold-filled / Victorian jewelry and put them all in a bust for all of you guys to see. So if this is your cup of tea, I've got things here that will write the bill for you. So this is a pencil. This is a little mother of pearl pencil that you would hang on a watch fob. This is gold filled that has little lilies on it. You see how they have little thumb clasps? Now these rosaries, now this one's Mexican. I just put it on here because of the whole vibe. But this is gold filled. Everything you're looking at is gold filled. I got the hand carved cameos. This is actually a diamond. These are old mine cut diamonds in a locket. You see how it's done in this chain, like a little that. So, and then I was busy. And I'm like, look at this. Look at this favorite. This is gorgeous. The tassels. So I was busy trying to make things displayed. So I have shown all these pieces before my show. I just happen to display them on my backdrop. So if you haven't gone through my previous videos, I haven't done a scan this week of how I've redone it. There's bags back here, besides the heart. If you like old vintage purses, I've got glass back here, sterling, things like that. So just watch my old videos. If there's something you like to see, just send me an email or Jenny, I'm looking for stuff. I do bring up gold on every show, not on every show. So if I did show some gold pieces, I don't know if it was last week or what day of last week I did. Just let me know what you're looking for. And I'm here to help. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And these things are things now, if you send me an email about it and say, Jen, I want to claim, or I want to look, can you tell me more about this Taxco liquid silver or cuffs or whatever you're looking for, and I'll put it aside for you. I won't invoice you right away. I usually wait. I do invoicing one time a week, which will be on Wednesday morning. So I'll put it aside. And then how it works is then you can participate in the shows, hopefully Sunday and Tuesday. And then I just add to your order and I invoice you on Wednesday. So very small. But anyway, bye, sis. I'm about to leave myself. And you guys have a wonderful evening, all of you. Thank you guys. Don't hit the thumbs up. I've got 23 of you all here and 20 thumbs up. So hit thumbs up. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Now everybody's changing their clock back, right? We're going to get an extra hour of sleep tonight. So I'll be raring to go tomorrow. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 2. My friend Dina, that girl Dina Marie, I believe, is doing her sale before me. Plus Karen in Montreal will be on in the morning. I think she's doing tomorrow morning. At least I thought she was. I know she was taking over Bruce's slot when Bruce has been on vacation. So I believe Karen's doing a show in the morning. If not, sorry, Karen, if I did. She's already in bed. Oh, no, she is. Are you having your show tomorrow? There you are. Are you having your show tomorrow, Karen? Tomorrow morning? Yes, 11:30 a.m. Now she's East Coast, so 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern. Share your channel, Karen. Thank you. Share your channel, Karen. And hi, 710. How are you, honey? I'm just about to leave. We're just doing a little haul video, chit chat, and that's what I do, Happy Ducky. So for those of you who don't know how I do it, I do interactive situations like this, just so you guys can talk with me, get a sense of what's going to be on tomorrow. I know some people, I should probably get to the point of doing a video, but I like talking. That's the way I do it. And hopefully you guys will understand that. So we'll have some fun tomorrow. You guys know that I do giveaways as well. So if you're not registered, you have to be registered in order to participate in the auction as well as my giveaways. So I've pinned my email to the top of the chat, which is jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. And if you're, please register that at that email address. My husband Joe will get your information, and then we'll have you all ready for tomorrow afternoon. And so so then Karen's on in the morning. I think Dina comes on, and then I'll be on at 2. So 2 p.m. Central, which is 3 p.m. Eastern, or 12 o'clock Pacific. This time zone situation gets me every time. All right. So thank you guys so much for being up late with me. It's been fun. I got off before midnight my time, and then I'm going to go to bed. So, what's going on with nephew? Oh, you're funny. Yeah, Gina, I got to figure out what hat you're going to knit for me. I need a hat. I want one with a pom-pom on it. You make one with a pom-pom? The reason why I say that is I forgot, I haven't told you this story, Gina, but when I grew up, with my parents, my dad bought me a hat. Well, my dad worked for, you guys might know from the Midwest, a company called International Harvester, and now then they were Case New Holland. They make combines and tractors. Was what my dad was a pattern maker for a living. So I had this hat, like a knit hat, and I had a pom pom on top of it. And so every time my dad would always put a pom pom on, always come around and push my pom pom on my hat, and he would always, that way, hi Jen, and he would pat my head. So he, unfortunately, I lost my father a few years ago, but I don't know, for some reason, I always feel like when I get a winter hat, I have to have a pom pom on it. So Leslie's already done. Oh wow, okay. But yeah, so God forbid. God bless you, Gina. I don't know how you have patience. I'm lucky if I tie my shoes versus trying to knit a hat. So you're very blessed to have that gift. So, all right, guys. And yes, please send me a picture of all your yarn, my dear, so I can see which one I kind of want to pick from, see what kind of beautiful things you have there I can pick from your yarn. So, all right. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. 2 p.m. Central. And love all of you. Don't forget to share the love with others and pay it forward. And we'll have some fun. Okay. I just also let you know again, when I talked about earlier, I'll have all price points. So the things I did tonight will be, some of the featured items as far as what I'll bring up for auction. But I also start the show easy, light and easy with some nice price points for everybody to participate in the auction process. So, all right. Love and hugs. And we'll see you guys tomorrow too. Okay. All right. Don't forget to hit thumbs up on the way out if you haven't done that. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, 710. Appreciate you. Thank you, Karen. I'll see you on your show tomorrow. And Leonore, thank you, God, for staying up so late with me. I appreciate you so much. All right. Take care. Good night.